Hello birders. Right now it is end of February 2021, and we've all been through quite a lot this last year with the pandemic and everything. In the early days of the pandemic, back in March 2020, almost a year ago, my family and I were sort of, climbing the walls looking for things to do. So my daughter and I literally came over here and climbed the walls right over here. And while there, hanging out, watching Anna climb the walls and kind of looking around, I heard what was killdeer call. So killdeer are shorebirds that you've learned about in the labs, and killdeer, they're amazing little shorebirds, and they nest in sort of gravel habitat. So kind of gravelly areas like in this sort of service yard for the athletic fields. There's a lot of gravel around here, and in listening to the calls, I finally found right down here a killdeer nest. So we watched the kind of pairing up process and then the nesting process and raising young here. And I actually took some photos back then and filmed it. And so what I'm going to do now is go back to June 2020 when I talked some about that and take you through that story. So here we go, back to June 2020. Hold on. An amazing thing about some bird species is how they can live in places where we might be surprised. So just behind me here is this kind of gravel yard used by UBC sort of athletic field maintenance and landscaping. And the amazing thing is this has been the site of a killdeer family. So killdeer are shorebirds, and a mother and father have been raising initially 4 chicks and then 2 chicks after a crow predation event. But they've successfully raised 2 chicks right in this area. And I want to kind of show you some of the places they used. So here's the UBC stadium. And right down behind me here, I'll get a close-up in a moment, down this way is a little kind of gravel, old construction pile of old debris. And right back there in that sort of area that looks not too natural or anything, they had a nest right on the gravel there. And then they raised they had 4 eggs, 4 fledged, as I mentioned. And then they sort of moved over to this area behind me here, this gravel area, and they were sometimes in that fence there. The male, I believe it was the male, was often sitting up on that pile of dirt right there and being the best lookout ever, and the other parent, the female, I believe, was often with the young down in these piles of dirt right here, and traveling around. And then the young would be on their own for a while, and the parents would just carefully alarm anytime a predator such as me came by. And but yesterday I observed at least one of the chicks actually flying, and the other was just about to, and so they may be away now. But amazing place. I'll show you some close-ups of them. Okay, we're now down near that old pile of debris. I was just speaking to you from up there. And right here, there's a Thunderbird Stadium. Right here in this little area of slight vegetation in this otherwise gravel pile, right here, this is a killdeer nest. It doesn't look much like a nest, does it? It's just basically a little scrape in the ground, and with a few bits of dry wood and a few pebbles there. And this is where the parents incubated 4 eggs for quite a while, back in early April, I believe. And eventually those 4 eggs hatched, and the mother was on top of them here, hiding them from the view of predators and so forth. The male was generally way off alarming somewhere. Sometimes they would change roles, I think. The 2 parents, the male and female, look very, very similar, so it's hard to know for sure which is which. And yeah, it was back then this vegetation wasn't so high, so I could get photos from pretty far away. I would stand over there beyond the gravel, beyond that pile of debris, and with a long lens I could get photos of this area. And anyway, it's an otherwise kind of all this leftover construction debris that has been left here. Doesn't look very useful, but if we save little areas like this in an urban landscape, it provides important habitat. Not ideal habitat for every species, but some can really use this, and this is ideal killdeer, wonderful killdeer breeding habitat. And the young seem to go along in this gravel and just find a lot of things to eat. So successfully raised too, right in this area.